Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So I've learned my beauty secrets from the world's oldest working model. You ready? Let's get this beauty started. I love doing videos like this where I've done a ton of research and I'm really celebrating women over 90 and above. You know, my Fierce Aging series is very important to me. It's very special when I'm featuring women over 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And I featured a woman 101 on my channel, Henrietta. She was really a firecracker. She lived alone still. She was swimming, she was meeting with her friends. I mean, it was really an inspiration. And so I really look to mature women for that inspiration, where I want to look forward to every decade. I don't want to have negativity sprinkled on each decade, like, oh, you know, it just gets worse, or it's this or it's that. I want to have this really positive attitude. And despite everything, right, it is hard. It's not an easy journey, but I look at these women like Carmen Delafiche, that's 91 years young. She's gonna be 92 in June, born in 1931. I love 1931. My father was born in 1931. He'll be 92 in May next month. And I just love the stories. I love learning from just all the experience and the life experience. And to me, I think it's just really priceless. And so I was really researching Carmen and the fact that she's had an 80-year span of a modeling career when a fashion industry, she's in an industry that really says to women, oh, you're 20, you're old. Like when I was modeling, I was like, oh, wow, your career's over at 22 or what have you. You know, just forget 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. She said she's worked more in the last 25 years than she ever did when she was modeling. And that's incredible. And it's amazing that she's being embraced by the beauty and fashion industry when all they want to do is show us teenagers and basically just warp our minds of really what's really realistic, right? We need relatable women. I was really excited about learning about what she has said that are really her important aspects of aging and beauty and just really showing up as your best self. So I have a bunch of quotes to share with you that she has said. The first one she said is moisturize. She says, her skin still possesses that radiance and elasticity thanks to her simple skincare routine. She says the best thing for one's skin is to stay moisturized. And I was like, okay, this has been a little struggle for me. I've mentioned this to you on the channel for over the last couple of years. But in 2020, when I had a lot of time to really test product and buy product and to really fill in those holes that I was having, I told you I bought Necessaire, the body wash, and I was like, okay, where has this been my whole life? I didn't have like that routine of body care. I have my skincare covered. As an esthetician, of course, I'm always really just focused in on my face, my neck, and my décolleté. But when I got out of the shower, I was like, oh my gosh, no, it's just too much work. Like I'm too tired and so much to cover. And so I really kind of put it on the back burner and started seeing my skin suffering for that. Really dry. I mean, I've talked about how I'm Greek and I'm obviously very hairy. My leg hair, and just the fact that if I let it get dry, like if I'm shaving and it's dry, it's just really a bad combination. I started to really implement this routine, and I didn't do it because I couldn't find a product line that I loved that didn't make me feel hot and sticky and heavy. I hated that feeling. So I started experimenting with Necessaire that I've mentioned multiple times here on my channel. And they have a new product that they just launched, and it is so good, ladies. It is called the Body Retinol. Now, this is going to be 0.1% retinol. It's encapsulated, which is what you want because it holds its potency and efficacy. And then it has 10% AHA, which is 5%. They've kind of cut it in half. 5% mandelic, and they have 5% glycolic. Mandelic is from bitter almonds. And you have such a great synergy here going on, because if you're seeing crepiness or that dryness, or you're just seeing dull skin, this is going to be a great product to help with that cell turnover. And that's one of my things where I'm starting to see like really dehydration, or obviously the pigmentation. And I want to do something other than just hydrate or moisturize. So this is a hydrator. This is going to really help give that soft, silky, smooth skin. I have seen a big difference because I have KP, which is keratosis pilaris. If you don't know what this is, I'm going to just give you the definition because you could possibly have it and not really realize what this annoying little skin condition is. So keratosis pilaris is a harmless skin condition that's caused by dry, rough patches and tiny bumps, often on the upper arms, thighs, cheeks, or buttocks. The bumps usually don't hurt or itch. Keratosis pilaris is often considered a common variant of skin. So I've had this forever. And you would think that, oh, I have these rough patches and redness and everything, I'll use like a granular scrub and really like scrub it down and what have you. It makes it worse. You need to be using something that is on a chemical exfoliant level. The AHAs, the mandelic acid, using a retinol. This is a wonderful product. And what really impressed me too about this is that I love the airless pump. I love all of their products like this being in the airless pump, and it pumps out just the right amount, but it's a balm. You know how I feel about balms. I love balms. So this really goes on nicely, dispenses just the right amount of product. Maybe you're just working on the décolleté or like the back of your arms like me. You know, some days I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just cover my whole entire body. But this is a balm, you can see, and it goes on and it is so just hydrating, but also gives it like a barrier. I feel like my skin's protected after I put this on. And I have seen smoothness. I see that glossiness. Now, spring, summer's coming up. I'm going to be obviously wearing more like strapless or tank tops and what have you. And I want to make sure that I have like a really nice smoothness to the back of my arms. It's actually been embarrassing because my father would always call it out when we would be together and I'd be wearing a short sleeve. He'd be like, Nick, wait, what happened to your arms? I'm like, you're not supposed to say it out loud. It's just a small little condition called keratosis pilaris. I'm working on it. So this has been a really nice added benefit for me because I have that and I do have rough patches, especially on my legs. And they have, I mentioned to you before too, they have the hyaluronic body serum. So you can get these two together in the treatment essentials. It's $70, normally $100, and you can use my code Nikol10 to get 10% off of that. So it's really nice, dermatologist tested, cruelty-free. You have a lot of different properties also as certified vegan, non-comedogenic, hypoallergenic. Again, it's fragrance-free, so you're gonna really repair, smooth the skin, and it's been something that I really liked. So when Carmen said about moisturizing, I'm like, yes, I do need to keep my skin supple. I know French women really, I did a whole video on that, on how they really care for their body care. And I can't expect to have amazing skin lasting me these decades if I'm not really treating it. Her second tip was drinking water with lemon right when you wake up. So hydrating your body, really flushing out the toxins and what have you. And this is something that I've been implementing for a while. So I'm like, okay, I'm on par with this. But she doesn't wake up and have coffee anymore. She says she wakes up to exercise and get blood flow to her brain. And I thought that was really interesting. I could never give up my coffee. I found this crazy New Orleans chicory coffee that I drink and I love it. It's so good. But I do always do the water with lemon. And she also mentioned about eating a probiotic yogurt. And I recently found a yogurt at Wholefoods. It's called Bulgarian yogurt. It's organic and it tastes like what I remember as a child, like that tart, very thin, and doesn't have the fillers, doesn't have the sugar. It's amazing. And so I was thrilled that I found this. So I was like, okay, I'm on the right channel now. But in the water with the lemon, I do something different though too. I add this rose nectar. I've been doing this for 4 years now. Actually, one of my followers on Instagram sent this to me and says, you are obsessed with rose, you're going to love this. And I never even knew you could ingest the rose nectar. So you know that all of my rose fragrances, my French Bulldog's name is Rosé Champagne. She's a red Frenchie. I mean, the rose obsession runs deep, and so deep that I actually ingest it. So this is called Pure Rose is the company, and it's rose nectar, 280 Bulgarian roses. So 64 servings in this one. They have a smaller one, but I love this because of all the benefits. So when you have this in your water, or you can make, they have all different recipes on their website. This helps to protect and rejuvenate your skin, raises your vibration, elevates your mood, relieves temporary stress, cleanses liver and improves digestion, promotes cellular health and longevity. I love this. So this has been part of my morning routine, the lemon water, and then I put this in. I'll have my probiotic yogurt and really just, you know, trying to feed my body as best as I can right from the very start. And her last tip was exercise. Now I've been encouraging exercising on my channel for a very long time. I am very strong in physical health and also, of course, mental health. But when you're aging, you know, your body, if you believe in Western medicine and Eastern medicine together, as in Eastern, your body is a garden and you have to tend to it and you have to really care for it. And Western medicine is more of a machine. So if you look at them the same way as a garden and also machine, you need to oil the machine. You need to work the machine. You can't let it sit there and just kind of like never start, right? You're not going to leave a machine and never try to run it and keep it oiled and keep it lubricated. So we can look at our body like that. And then Eastern philosophy of your body's a garden and really tending to it and feeding it and, you know, making sure that you're pulling the weeds, if you will, if you're going to do kind of like a visual of the body, like things that the habits that aren't right, you're going to pull that out. You're going to add things in to really nurture the body and to help the body be the best it can be. I like both philosophies. I think they can marry together, both Eastern and Western medicine, in the way you look at your body. And exercise is really key. Now, there's been a content creator that keeps showing up on my Instagram. Her handle is mother of 7. She's like fit mom of 7. So I think she's had 7 children. I haven't dived deep into that yet, but her mother's 91 and her mom's at the gym. The mom knows how to work her way around the gym. She's doing pull-ups. I mean, she's doing amazing work at 91, and it's such an inspiration for me. And I love that she keeps showing her mom and all of the things that she does. I'll link her handle below if you are on Instagram and you want to follow her and be inspired by her mother in her 90s. I've shared a bunch of her different videos in my stories, but it's an inspiration. Looking at women that are doing this and thinking, oh my gosh, like here I am in my late 40s thinking, I don't know if I could do some of the things that she's doing. Okay, what do I need to do in order to be able to do that? And do it now, not thinking about doing it in my 90s. Okay, I gotta start implementing these habits and strengthening myself and doing the work, right? So I really love that Carmen was all about walking. She's not strict with her diet. She eats what her body tells her to. And it was a really nice philosophy. It wasn't all stringent and, you know, like I'm on the strict diet, especially in that fashion industry, which is really quite brutal. She did say a really nice quote at the end. She said, men and women should care for themselves and love themselves. One of the secrets to maintaining beauty is doing what you do for a baby, nurturing and feeding the baby with love. So that's what we need to do. We need to nurture our bodies. We need to nurture our minds. We need to feed ourselves the right habits and really figure out where we want to go. What's the path we want to take and visualize that and really manifest that. And so I hope that these just 3 little simple tips, you know, this is not reinventing the wheel. Moisturizing the skin, using the right products, starting the day off right with water with lemon and the mentality, journal writing, whatever you're doing, and then moving that body, exercising that, whatever it is. Little bits always add up, ladies. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be on like this workout streak. Do a little bit each day, whether it's 5 minutes, 20 minutes, just as long as you're getting some time in. I want to know what you're doing to help yourself. I want to know what you're doing to help your body and how are you aging? Have you changed anything? Do you see you've moved the needle because you stopped bad habits or you've tried to do different applications that you never thought you would do? I want to hear from you below, and it'll help me with my other videos that I do, knowing what you are really interested in when it comes to health and wellness and mental health and what have you. Leave them in the comments below, and until my next video, I'll see you later.